I think I want the head. Ride down slots and count blues, but my junkie red. I decided, now we going fair.
Would you look at that? We made it halfway through season 2 already, which means a new wardrobe season has come. You know, it's getting a little cold weather, so we had to cut out the short sleeves we brought into, you know, hoodie season. It's as what I call cozy season. You feel me? I hope y'all maybe or hopefully not, but you definitely have seen at least highlights. The presidential debate, the first one, happened last week, and oh my God, that was embarrassing. That was an embarrassing thing for our country. If you're not from the United States, that's probably like comedy 101. That's like Comedy Central. But if you're from America, you probably had your palm in your face the entire time, just looking at the screen like, this is what we've come to. This is our choice. Even though I don't understand it all, I'm still using my right to vote because I have a right to vote as a U.S. citizen. And I'm going to use my voice to choose who I believe should be in power. I'll let it play out as it plays out, but I'm going to use my voice because I know people before me were fighting for my right to vote. You know, I know people that were fighting for women's rights to vote, and in the civil rights era too, for people of color to vote in the system. And I think it's super important that we do. You know, why would we just say fuck it and not vote for people that fought for our rights to vote? I think it's very selfish of us to do. Yes, do I think two of the people that are up there are complete bozos, and I feel like I'm watching an SNL skit. Watching this last debate, you have to see who is the best to be leading our country. I understand we can talk about policies and, well, he's done this, and what about this that he's done? I'm like, man, I don't even know about all that stuff. And great, you can say that you're going to do all this and this and this. Motherfucker, Trump said that he was building a wall and having Mexico pay for it. Well, that shit did not happen. Still ain't happening. Motherfucker ain't done shit like that, you know? And that's not a positive thing. But he's also said he's going to do some good things and never done that. But when you don't denounce a white supremacy group or just white supremacy, period, and they literally lob it up to you, you're like, yo, I'm just going to give you an answer. Just lob it up there. All you have to do is make contact with it and it'll be fine. They just lobbed it up to you. They're just like, can you right now denounce white supremacy? Super fucking easy to do. Super easy to do. But motherfucker was dancing around that motherfucking question and refused not to say it. Maybe he doesn't fully believe that. Maybe he's not the full, I'm gonna put the mask on and the hoodie on. But he knows the people around him have the masks and hoodies on, and he's just gonna, I don't know anything about it, because he knows he doesn't want to piss off the people around him. That's the only people that he has left. So he's not gonna say it. We knew he wasn't gonna say it. We wished he said it. We thought the smart person would have said it, but deep down we knew he wasn't gonna go past his proud boys, proud bitches. Sorry, that's the right one. Yeah, I'm just dumbfounded by it. I don't care about the policies and all that stuff. You know, who are you as a person, and can you lead our country and unite our country instead of dividing it? There's always been red and blue, but it's never been so divided. I have a lot of Republican friends. I've had Republican family members, Democratic family members, Democratic friends. In the past, it's never been so divided. There's always going to be differences. Not everyone's going to be the same and have the same views, and that's okay. That's the world. That's America, and we should be open to having differences. But if you're already dividing it and you're already saying that this election, before it even happened, is already rigged because you know you're going to fucking lose. I hope the debates go better, and that we actually get to learn something. If you're an undecided voter, I really don't know how you're still undecided, but if you are still on the fence, you know, hopefully these next two can lean you to a side that you feel is better for our country. Vote however you want. But use your voice, use your word to vote for this next upcoming candidates. And the presidential level is only one thing. I'm also talking about your local and state officials as well, which is even, if not more important to me. So doing your homework on those and electing the right people in your area that are going to help make change more to you, that you're going to see. Not the presidential level, the one that's going to lead our country, but ones that are in your state that you will actually see real life change in action. So vote. I'm saying it nicely. Please vote. I want to say please fucking vote, but you know, November 3rd, circle that motherfucking date. Go vote. On this episode 10, which means 10 in Spanish, if you didn't know, we got two dope artists that you gotta check out. So this first artist, I hope gets a lot of love from the city. He definitely deserves it. I hope people start messing with him outside the city as well, because he is a dope lyricist. And I'm talking about the guy, Von Alexander.
Started out with a dream and a plot, put the key in the lock, then I opened the door. I just wanna put my team on the top, my eye on the guap, Bentley off the lot. Might chop off your top if you try to test. Diamonds get made out of pressure. Take heart out your chest, take air out your neck. Violence at your death, lay you down to rest. Violence ain't a threat. It's a promise of consequences for opposition, no competition.
A really dope lyricist out of the city of Milwaukee. He is an artist that I found out through Facebook. You know, when you have mutual friends of artists and they're posting, you know, other people's music. A lot of people are posting Von Alexander, so I had to check up on his music. And man, dude has a dope catalog. Von has put a lot of music out over the years. He has 4 projects on all DSPs, on streaming platforms. He's been out for a while now, dating back to 2015, right? Yeah, 2015 is that first EP that dropped. I would say if you were a lyricist fan, you know, if you like songs, you know, like by Cole, if you like artists like Reason, I feel like Saba and some of those artists, you know, in the Chicago area that are lyricists, you know, anyone on like a Dreamville tape, I feel like Von Alexander should have been on that Dreamville tape and got that golden ticket. Cole, you fucked up there, because a big thing to me is finding an artist's story. And why does your voice matter? Why am I listening to? Why do I give a fuck about who you are? And instantly, when I started listening to Von Alexander, I got to realize who he is. Listen through his music, hearing his story. To me, his entire catalog is like a storybook to me. The way he picks his beats, the way he's rapping and flowing on the beats, and just some of the stories and the topics that he's talking about on his songs, I really fuck with it. I really do. Von's got the 4 projects out. He's got the EP, Von, Mayhem 1993, which is more of a project in 2017, Alexander that came out in 2019, and then his latest project is I Can't Die that dropped in 2019. So I'm expecting a project in 2020 if I'm seeing the progression of each album dropping. Project Mayhem 1993, I really like that project because he had some really great beat selection on that. Had like some spacey, you know, vibes to it. Had some really great 808s and just, you know, bass kicking. Some of the samples were really good. My favorite song on that project would have to be Jungle. I liked Hard to Tell too, and Keys. Those were also great songs off that project. But my favorite full-length project where I thought was like, dang, that's really good, was his I Can't Die, his latest project. That first song, Inoki, I really liked. I Can't Die, the self-titled track. Let Up, Marathon, you know, a lot of good songs on there that are just things that I just go back to and play. Von Alexander has a lot of songs that I like, way more than I have time to cover, and I'm not just going to list all the songs that I like, but some ones that you should check out: Friends with Benefits, Roll Up and Drive. I'd say Roll Up and Drive when you listen to that. As the World Turns, that song that I played as the intro, go check that out. I believe that's his latest release, or at least the video came out recently. So check that out. But I think one of his more highly anticipated videos and songs that I know he said he's trying to get on streaming, I hope he does, because it's a classic, is the song Solange. I bump Solange when I'm cleaning the house. I love this video. You see all these black queens in there. He went really strong Black women empowerment. So really dope song. Go bump some Solange, you know what I'm saying? While you clean the house.
To a girl who once told me that I don't know how to love because my heart is cold as ice is, and she can't get over all of my nonchalant shit. So she bumps Solange while she clean the house. Steady, one more time. Yeah. So she bumps Solange while she clean the house. Steady stuck in doubt, feel like I leave her out. So she bumps Solange when I leave the house.
But yeah, man, Von Alexander, get to know him, learn the name, remember the name. Really great lyricist, really great rapper, has amazing visuals, puts out a lot of videos. I hope there's another project coming in 2020 just by looking at what you dropped. You went 27, 2018, 2019. Man, it is 2020. You're in the last quarter of the year. We're waiting, Von Alexander. So we'd love to see it. Follow the social media that is plastered right above my face so inappropriately. But you need to follow Von Alexander, man. It's worth it. It's worth the follow. Support it. And we'd like to see it. Artist number 2 that we're talking about this week is someone that I wish got more credit, or at least people talked about more in the city, because I have not heard a lot of people talk about this guy. But he's putting up some views. People are listening to his music, and you got to check him out too. It's DC the Don.
It's a red light, I ran through it. Kill your little bro, record your screams and dance to it. Yeah, I make innovative, cultivated, dread music. I've been I'm hella loose, let's get into it. I just got a bitch, she made my heart escape. Yeah, little do she know my heart is full, it ain't no space. Yeah, I can't let no dodgy soldiers get up in my way. Yeah, I've been on the streak, I'm going brazy every day.
I'm ready to rock out and talk about DC the Don, man. He is just a dope artist, man. I really do like him. Love nowadays in hip hop, there's so many different lanes and so many different styles of rap. And, you know, when XXX came out and you had the rock and rap, little Peeps and some of the Juice WRLDs and Uzis, you know, the rock and emo. It was different to me. It was new. I didn't really listen to it all that much, but it's grown on me over the years, and I really like it. I really like it because it's different, and no other time in hip-hop could you really be doing this. DC the Don, I think, is in that lane, that rock, rap lane, where it's like, I'm a rock star, I'm going to do things different, I'm going to be me, I don't care what people have come before me and how they've done it, I'm going to do it my way. And you see, dude, you know, he's a skateboarder, got the, you know, part halfway through Black and Red. You know, I know X did something like that back in the day. He just rocks out, man. So DC the Don has about 4 different projects out that I've seen on digital streaming platforms. He's got 2 on SoundCloud. He's got 2 more that you can find. Few EPs as well. DC the Don's been putting out music for a while now. From what I saw in an interview, DC the Don is from Milwaukee, grew up there, but then I think his mom or someone in his family like may have moved to California, which in my head doesn't sound like the worst thing in the world. You can tell he's got some outside influence from, you know, a different city, because he doesn't really sound like Milwaukee music. And not to say all Milwaukee music sounds the same, but a lot of Milwaukee artists have kind of like similar cadences and tendencies in a lot of their music, but you can definitely tell he's got some maybe West Coast vibes to him, or just some different styles, because he makes some different music than the city, and maybe that's why people don't talk about him too much. I don't know. I'm really still trying to figure that out. Like I said, he's got multiple projects out. You can find them out on SoundCloud. I'm usually on digital streaming platforms. So his first project that I saw, Fuck Hell, was on there. But I really got put on and have been listening to a lot on his latest project, Come As You Are. That has been a highly anticipated project. You know, apparently from the last interview I saw, he's had a lot of this music for a while now. He's got some hits on there. You know, my favorite songs on there, you have to check out Eclipse, Jesus Can't Save You. That's where I was like, oh, this dude is like, can go in a lot of different areas. He's not just hip hop. It's like, it sound like a pop punk record back in the day. But Jesus Can't Save You is good. But my favorite song that's been on repeat for me that I just keep listening to is the Campfire song.
I'm finna go retarded, pulling that sun to get started. Found them in this party, DC in this party. We all in this party, we gon' turn it up. I don't want no problems, get your bitch, she tryna fuck. Please be well a shawty, this shit can get real ugly.
DC the Don is one of those artists that I went back and binge listened to all of his old music to, you know, hear his old catalog songs. And when I was looking through his catalog on YouTube, I was impressed by seeing how many million viewed videos that he has, which to me, when I'm looking at artists and I'm seeing million viewed videos, like that's kind of like bubbling, like, okay, you about to make some moves. Like you have your eyes on you. You're not just getting this on your own. And that is pretty impressive. That was another thing why has no one talked about DC the Don in Milwaukee, or why have I not heard that name? Why did I have to find that on my own and Apple Music showed me that? Someone's making million views and, you know, getting some name. Why haven't I heard about him? He is a little bit different. You know, he did move out early, but I think, you know, he's still repping Milwaukee from what I've seen in the interviews, and wants to put on Milwaukee. And, you know, I like the music, man. DC the Don is different. You got to check him out. Go see his last project. And yeah, man, go support DC the Don because he's from Milwaukee. He out in Cali, I think, still. But go support him. Follow him on the Instagram and any other social media that you want to follow bro at. You know, if you like that rock, you like the rap, you like the different styles and the genres and the subgenres of hip hop, man, I think you like DC the Don. I've been putting him on for a few people, so go check him out. So shout out DC the Don. We like you over here, man. Count it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 episodes down in the book. We halfway through season 2, people. I love it. I'm excited. The second half of season 2, we are starting to implement a few Madison artists into this because I have a few artists that I need y'all to know about in the Madison area. More to come, more across the state. We just started in Milwaukee because that was the bubbling spot. And we're going to grow it out to other spots in Wisconsin too, because there's a lot of dope artists around here that y'all got to know about. We going to be still supporting. Man, November 3rd, please vote. I'm not saying please go fucking vote. It's your boy Jordan K. Go follow me if you want. I don't really care, but I'll see y'all next week. Peace.